Hey guys, I thought I would just do a quick rerun of what I learned from training today. I did legs in the home gym. It's feeling good to be home. Just moved home recently and it's very different, but I mean, I've got a great gym and it feels like home. So what more can I say? But yeah, basically I did some squats, and a few things I learned today is basically, so I was fussing so much. I'm finally using my shoes. So I bought these shoes maybe 5 years ago. They're the Reebok Legacy Lifter 2s. I bought them like, I don't know, 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Only just now, 5 years later, 2023, man, finding out how to use them properly. So I had to drop down to like 80 kilos for a while. That's because my CNS was heaps weak as well. Just because, I don't know, just stress, life, eating less. I cut down a lot of weight, which is like, looked good, but it was just silly. It was for a reason, but I mean, like, it wasn't worth it because, well, it was worth it because I'm building back up. But basically, yeah, a few cues I want to remember is just keep the chest position the same. So if you're doing, don't worry about high bar, low bar, just worry about what feels good for you, basically. So if your chest is like this, try to keep your chest like that the whole way up and down. If you're like this, like a low bar, whatever, try to keep your chest up and down like that. Even if you're like this, if your hips rise a little bit, don't try to keep that chest position by arching like this and coming up like that, because it'll shift all the weight onto your low back. So even if you're like this, you're down the bottom and your hips shoot up, try to keep the chest the same angle, so then you'll catch up and come back to straight, as opposed to being like this, hips shooting up and then trying to arch your way up to keep that chest. Like, just try to use your hips to maintain optimal chest position, you know what I mean? Fucking hell. And then also I wanted to teach myself the future about RDLs. I wasn't going to do a video about it, but because I already filmed one for myself. So just like, hopefully this way I won't ever have to look at it again. But basically, same sort of deal, I suppose, as opposed to coming down, like doing the exaggerated knee bend and like arching. See, I'm doing the kicking the hips back, just as far as I can go. All that weight is on my lower back here. And I was like, I've got to keep nice and straight, nice and chest proud. So it's like a hinge, like, pulling my pants down, crap, you know what I mean? Just worry about, I don't know, pushing my hips back. So I'm not even bending my knees too much, but I can go super low. And I'm not even trying to keep my chest up. And I'm not also arching. I'm not letting my thoracic arch too much, even though it's not too painful, but it's really not great for my traps and that. And I'm not also tucking my bum in, like, so I can keep nice, so I can't go anywhere like that. I'm just trying to look down, see like my hips sort of go back as far as they can, and then my arms go down further. But there's no weight on my lower back there really, except from like later today when I was practicing badly, just so I can see the difference. But even with a proper plate, I wouldn't be able to go down that far. So that feels fantastic. Fantastic. Not just, you know what I mean? Sort of. And also, if with my squats, I was focusing on, there's like a squat university technique where there's a triangle above your traps. So I was focusing on trying to get that to go straight up as well. I don't really understand it, but it helped me visualize it. Did 110 kilos to 5 for my last set, and it was like the easiest, so it felt good. With the squat shoes, and I wasn't too pizzaed out like that. I was a bit more straight, but I wasn't like this with my feet. Trying to push through the heels. And just bracing, like just keeping generally tight, not like, gotta do a huge technique, you know? And it was without a belt too, which is good. The thing, like whether it's with pull-ups, which I'll try later, but with squats, like, just do it like this. I'll be like, I'm a bit angled this way. So I'll like twist to get myself like that, and then I feel even more janked. So what I should do is squeeze my glutes. See, like, I'm sucked this way anyway, because I don't know, scoliosis or just bad habits, but squeeze like that, and then adjust the chest from there. Don't adjust the chest and you're basically over twisting. Do that and then do that a little bit, you know? Squeeze the glutes. Whereas for squats, pull-ups, whatever, because when I was going overhead like that, this was getting really tight. What if I squeeze my glutes and now I'm sort of even, you know what I mean? Hopefully. But anyways, yeah, just thought I would knock that out. Squats are feeling a bit better with the shoes. Cannot believe it. RDLs just felt quite good. Jumps felt good. Effort is a massive thing. make sure you're putting in effort to every single training session. And it's like, oh, I'll put some effort in, but like, I don't know. I just mean like, make sure you're actually trying, you're keen for each set. And that does require an extra mental cue, because like, oh yeah, I'm trying, or are you? And that doesn't mean like increase the reps unnecessarily. It could be with low weight and you're putting in effort, and you just sort of using all your neural and muscular ability and just putting that into each rep. You know, even if you're feeling weak, you're putting in effort. That way you won't get injured. It'll be fun, and you probably see some results. Hopefully, that's all right. Anyway, but yeah, so really happy with that. Good training. Yeah, nice. And also, I want to add for the warm up, I just did like, so oh, you got to do like 5 minutes on the bike, then you got to do 3 minutes of this static stretch, then this static stretch, and this dynamic stretch, yada yada. You got to do this specific warm up every time. Bores the shit out of me. Like, I definitely enjoy auto regulation, and maybe if I did the proper warm up and all that, I'd be able to like, I don't know, adjust accordingly and more properly. I don't know. I should probably read a dictionary. My vocab is not fantastic. But like, as opposed to just, oh, I got to do that, blah, blah, blah. I did 3 minutes, and because I had a break in between, I was like jogging around, literally just like, jogging around. Then I had the barbell up here. I was just raising my knee up, kicking the leg back like that, or curling it up. No weight really, just doing a bit of whatever. I did a couple of those footy drills, you know, where you twist around. And then I got the squat shoes on, and then I just did that prying warm up that the Enrique, I don't know what he's, something fitness bloke, really good actually. Just got really deep into the squat and just like did that, sat back, put the knees forward, like did a little bit of everything, and my mobility felt good. And then also, because my right hip is usually tight, but then also making sure, yeah, you're squeezing those glutes so that even like you're not just banging into bones and you think that's tightness. Make sure you're actually aligned properly by squeezing the glutes and then adjusting the torso accordingly. And it felt really good on the lats by doing that too.